Oh boy, we are going to do some special stuff today. There's my catch-up day. Oh, not operating this yet. We're getting better as we go. Here we go. Then set and crud. Just a second. Right. Live from the Crescent Moon Temple, it's the morning show with your host, Tolinar. Check this out. Woohoo! Look at that. It's time to play the music. Switch all of the cameras on. It's time for the morning show, and I'm going it alone. We'll quickly check the chat room. There is nobody home. It's time for the morning show, and I guess I'm on my own. Let's rearrange this just a little bit. The host, the guest, the audience, it's what I'm here to be. There's no one even watching. This all depends on me. But that's nothing unusual. It's just another day. I'm sure I can get through it all if I do it my own way. Do you like my new background screen? It come from Witchfallen. You can get their address right here. Check it out in my message. Let's see, how would I even type that? I'll just do one of those things maybe. And that's how you access their VGen account, just like that. They are here on the internet. The host, the guest, the audience, it's what I've got to be. I've got a great new screen here. This all depends on me. I can set up a new notepad and type in it, hooray. I'm sure that I can do it all if I do it my own way. The host, the guest, the audience, it's what I've got to be. There's nobody else out there. This all depends on me. And that's nothing unusual. It's just another day. If I want to make my life great, I've got to do it my own way. Yeah. Today on the morning show, we will be discussing what's on the docket again? Oh yeah. Deduction and induction. Okay, let me to the desk. Today's morning show is brought to you by the letter W and the number 0. Took me a minute. And my viewers like me, because brother, I'm it. All right. There. No, cat, I don't care that you pooped. Very, very low on my priority list. You must understand. Oh, baby. That cat's out of here. Oh, boy. I'm sorry. I know you're not having it. Let's see. I think I'm going to shrink the script I use on this anyways. There we go. That looks pretty good. You'll have to pardon me tinkering with the gizmo. We're there. Somehow I lost my yay. Well, I had it, and now it's not doing it. Let me see here. There we go. But we seem to have a technical problem I'm chewing through here. There. All better. So today's schedule, we're going to talk about deduction versus induction. I have to take care of car licensing, then after that I need new work uniforms, and it's dead. There we go. Just switch definitions, no problem. After work uniforms, there's what else? Guess I should do my taxes at some point. And then lastly, I wanted to work on Project Isekai. And I might find a little bit of time for some Minecraft. How about that? Now we just need a bit of a flourish up here. We'll use papyrus because that's a hilarious font. Don't do that. I just fixed that. There we go. And then we switch like so. There. I love it. Pretty sweet. Up and running. With that. Let me see here. Let's insert. Let's take a screenshot that we can post on X. Well then, let's get into deduction versus induction. After one last shout out to Witchfallen. You can find her here at x.com on Twitter. She's also on VGen. I'm gonna pin this for the next 40 minutes. Pretty sweet. Is my mic on? Am I hot? My mic is hot. Okay. In fact, I'm picking up a bit of reverb on my mic. We're okay. It's not enough to kill. Maybe turn it down a little bit here. Like so. So, let's talk about deduction versus induction. What even is that? Anybody who watches a good detective novel will tell you the key to clear thinking is observation and deduction. Then they'll rattle off a series of special movies that they watch that involve some hero making grand deductions and figuring it all out because he's the hero and he's got all the answers, except most of the time, those examples are not deduction. Most of the time, they are inductive reasoning instead. We will explain the difference between the two now. In order to do that, we need to back up to the old paper logic puzzles. Now, these paper logic puzzles mainly involve using a grid and using various pieces of reasoning. You would, hang on, I must use the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute. It could get snowed on here, so I gotta get a move on, but there's always time for the morning show. So, those old paper logic puzzles where Joe lives in house number 3 and Carrie lives in a blue house and Jenny is next to the blue house, that sort of stuff. These puzzles used the pieces of information you had to ascertain an absolute answer. That is the truth of deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning involves deduction, as in reduction, as in removal. Sherlock once famously said, when you have removed all of the things that are impossible, then whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. The trick to deductive reasoning is how can you actually know if something is impossible or not? It can be very challenging. In particular, people have a tendency to assume something is likely, so they put 2 and 2 together and they have the answer, and that's inductive reasoning, which is basically the bigger brother of deductive reasoning. My, yes. All right. Alrighty. Alright. So, the big trick is understanding whether you're being deductive or inductive. Having myself some tea this morning. Remember that deductive reasoning involves removal of information. You eliminate possibilities. However, in inductive reasoning, we use one possible thing to suggest something else and make connections that make sense. Inductive reasoning can be a lot more powerful than deductive reasoning. A lot more powerful. Well, I've showed off my new stuff, talked briefly about inductive reasoning versus deductive reasoning. I've got a lot of things on my plate, as you can see. We're going to go ahead and call another early stream. I have to get all this stuff uploaded anyways. It's time to get started on my day. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later on when I start working on Project Isekai again. You folks have a great day out there.